So yes, Kemet FM, we have the mighty DJ Krust on the line from Represents. DJ Krust, you alright, yeah?
Yeah, man, cool.
Wicked. I really appreciate it if you take your time out to come on the radio and speak to Nottingham.
Cool, man, no problem.
Yeah, man, so I mean, really and truly, drum and bass for you, it started kind of jungle, but there was a lot even pre-jungle because you were in Fresh Fork, yeah?
Now you're going way back.
We gotta go way back, man. Everybody needs to know where it all started.
Well, back then it was like kind of hardcore. When I started making music, it was just experimental stuff, you know, like Smith and Mighty and this whole Shut Up and Dance here. That's kind of really what got my attention. You know, the fact that these guys were using breaks and they were experimenting. And even before that, I was like you said, we were in Fresh Form. We were like DJs, and we were into cutting up two copies, you know, of the same tune, getting a drum break, cutting it up. And so that's kind of where my love affair started. And then from when I started to get into music, I had a knowledge of beats, I had a knowledge of breaks because of the scratching and stuff. So I kind of it was a natural progression for me to do that.
Yeah, I hear you, man. No, but I mean, obviously, like I say, from Fresh 4, I mean, you obviously met up with Ronnie Size, and it kind of all really kicked off on the underground from there, really, yeah?
Well, I grew up with Sub. I'd known Sub since he was 8 years old.
Okay.
And I grew, I met Di when he was 14. We had a squat in a place called St. Luke's Road.
Yep.
And these guys, they let us have a room in their place, somewhere where we could hang out and just, you know, do music 24 hours a day because you know we couldn't do it at home and stuff.
Yep.
And so we three were kind of rolling, and then along the way I met Ronnie. I always knew of him. You know, Bristol's a small place, so you know people who are involved in music. You know people that are doing, you know, something out there, and you know we kind of linked. We were all on the same page. We all wanted to do the same thing, and so we made it happen.
Yeah, man. Well, it really did happen, didn't it? You know what I mean? What can you say? It's a worldwide phenomenon, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we took something, you know, we took a raw idea and we just expanded on it, you know. And because there was 4 people, we were kind of relentless. We had Smith and Mighty graciously gave us a back room in their studio, and we had like a little setup in there, and we were in there all the time, 24/7, just working, and then we made enough money, we bought a sampler ourselves, and then we started to hang out in Ronnie's back room, and then we started to, you know, just master the art, you know what I'm saying? We studied beats anyway because of the whole b-boy ethics, and so, you know, we all had crates of music, and so we just sat down and learned how to sample, learned how to, you know, use the breaks the best way we could, and from that really it just grew and it grew and grew, and we had like, you know, before we even started Full Cycle or we got signed to V, we had a massive collection of music. You know, we had so much music that we had so many different styles, so it was cool that we were on V because we had the music that was on V, it kind of suited that purpose, and the Full Cycle thing was another type of a vibe, you know what I mean? So
well, I remember coming down to a few of your parties in the early days down in Bristol, and they were having it, man. They were having it.
Yeah, I mean, Bristol's a lively place. You know, we pride ourselves on throwing a good party. It was the culture of the city, like Friday night house parties, and so that was the whole vibe. That was what we were coming from the musical point of view. That's what we were excited about when we were making music. It was about that type of energy. Yeah,
man. So it's kind of like you're a free party scene, yeah?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, wicked. Well, that's still going strong up here. There's plenty of those kicking around. So
really?
Yeah. They're happening every single weekend, man.
Okay, good luck, man. Good luck to you guys out there.
So obviously things moved on from there, and you've got a multitude of single releases which did really well. But obviously the one which stands out is Warhead. You've I mean, that's being remixed to death. Is that something? Obviously, you must be proud of that track.
Yeah, I mean, I'm proud of all the music I do. I mean, Warhead, like you said, is the most popular dance floor track I've made, and yeah, I mean, it's a classic piece of music, and I think that, you know, what I achieved in that track, you know, I'm very proud of. You know, I set out to make a piece of music that was very dance floor friendly, but at the same time very kind of obscure and futuristic. And,
yeah, man.
And so it's a great piece of music.
So what's happening in the future? What's for the future for DJ Krust and the Represent crew?
I'm working on the new band project now called The Rules.
Yep.
And that's going to come out sort of Christmas early next year.
Okay.
And that's a very, very futuristic kind of jungle punk rock kind of band with vocals in it. And if I have to describe what it's like, I would say it's a cross between Public Enemy and Rage Against the Machine.
Okay, something different.
Yeah, something very different. You know, what I'm trying to do with what I do is try to experiment as much as possible within the realms of dance music.
Yeah.
And so this project really is pushing the boundaries of that. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you on that.
Yeah.
No, man. Well, like I say, Krust, all I can say is respect you. And one thing, have you got any words for Nottingham? Have you got any words for like up and coming producers? Because we get a lot of listening in.
Yeah, well, I'm going to be starting running courses next year for people that want to get involved in music, or people who want to find out about the music business, and people who want to, expand and grow in that field. So
Okay.
I've been doing classes in London, teaching people about, the right consciousness, the right mindset.
Yep.
How to get along in the music business, and so. If I give you my email details later, then you can pass it on to people so they can get in contact.
Without a shadow of a doubt, we'd love to have you up here for doing something like that, because we're all for that.
Definitely.
We're all
But
for
apart
that.
from that, I would say, people who are looking to be creative, be relentless. Be committed and be focused and be determined. Don't let no stop you. Do you know what I mean? Don't let people who don't understand what you're doing stop you either, because there's going to be a lot of people out there who. For instance, no one understood jungle when it first came out.
You're not wrong.
And so look what it became now. And
Yeah,
so
man.
imagine if all the people who made jungle stopped when people just said, "Oh, I don't like it." What would have happened?
Of course.
So that's my advice to anybody. When you've got a great idea, so it is a great idea. You just have to figure out how to make it work. And, find a group of people like yourself who want to do what you want to do. It makes it easier when you've got a team of supporters around you who are excited and enthusiastic as you are. And that's how you build a crew. You start with one person, then you get two, then you get three, then you get four. Next thing you know, it's 10 years later, and you won a Mercury Music Prize.
Yeah, of course, man.
Anything can happen.
Of course it can, of course. And listen, Krust, respect for those words as well.
Cool, man.
Nice one. Okay, I'll speak to you soon. Respect.
Okay, bye.
Nice
mate.
one.
Bye.